What is up guys, Thunder Studios here. Today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Gnaw. For the purposes of this review, I am going to be starting in his alt mode. That's what appeared in the movie. Taking a look at this guy head on, he does look really accurate. I'm not really a huge fan of the design. It kind of reminds me of like this piranha. It does look very weird. It's sort of like a goblin, since it's like a shark piranha with legs and arms. Yeah, it's very weird, but it also looks kind of cool because it's like mechanical. Yeah, I like the shiny paint for the eyes, and just like he folds up really compactly and he looks pretty good. You can sort of see how the engineering worked from the side there. Yeah, and if you open up his mouth, you can sort of see the head in there. It kind of looks like a tongue, but not really. Yeah, he also has this spike chain tail, which I wish was a bit more articulated. And for weapon storage, you can store his gun. On the side here, there's a 3mm peg. You just plug it in like this, and it kind of looks like has like a rocket launcher on his shoulder or something, which looks pretty neat. I really like the colors on this guy. I don't really like how they feel. It's like that. It's like a really chalky plastic, which I'm not the hugest fan of, but I do really like all the shiny paint here and the paint details on the mouse seat there, and the areas where it isn't painted chalky. It's like this very glossy plastic, and yeah, that does look pretty good. So let's get him transformed into his robot mode and take a look at that. And there is 86 Gnaw or Sharkticon in his robot mode, and he looks pretty neat here. This is my favorite of the two modes, just because I'm not really a huge fan of the alt mode, even though it is accurate and just doesn't really look the best in my opinion. Taking a look at the face sculpt here, it's sort of like 3D with an inset piece for his eyes. It does make it a little hard to see them, but when you do, yeah, it's like this very vibrant green, which looks good. It also has like these like spikes coming down and like some paint details here and here, and on the head as well. The head is very detailed, and I like how the jaw opens up to be like around the head. For the arms, you've got some greebling details there and like quite hollow bits there for the hands since they fold in. I like all the greebling on the chest and the legs as well. The feet are quite like stocky, so he can stand up really well and hold some poses. And there's some details on the back of the mouth. And yeah, if you did want to, you can flip down the fin. This is how it is in the instructions. And from the back, there's barely any hollow joints. He feels pretty solid for a deluxe. If it wasn't for like the chalky plastic, this probably would be a really good figure. But just that chalky plastic, it doesn't really feel the best to handle because of it. Yeah, not the biggest fan of that. But he does come with two weapons, one of them being this mace or flail from his tail. And yeah, same issue I had in the alt mode. I wish it was more articulated, because it's just articulated at the base, and the wrecking ball or like the mace bit at the end is quite hollow on both sides. As for the gun, it's pretty nicely sculpted with a couple greeble bits. It's quite large on this end and quite narrow on the other end. It does make it a bit odd since the handle is like right there, but it's a space weapon. It's not the biggest deal in the world, and it does look pretty cool when he's holding it, and you can get him into some pretty cool poses. So yeah, let's quickly get into size comparisons. Here we have him with 86 Hot Rod, 86 Ratchet, 86 Perceptor, Core Class Spikewick Wiki, and Commander Class 86 Optimus Prime. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a review for this guy, because I just got him in. So yeah, he scales pretty well with the other 86 figures in both modes. With that out of the way, let's move on to his articulation. He has a ball joint at the head, arms can go out that far, the full 360, bicep rotation, elbow bend a little bit past 90, and the hands can fold in, mainly due to transformation. No waist joint or anything, but the legs can kick up that far, back that far, out to the side only this far because of the sculpt, thigh rotation, knee bend, and an ankle bend backwards, which is for the transformation, and a really good ankle tilt. So yeah, Gnaw here is pretty poseable. So let's wrap out and I'll give you my final thoughts. So what do I think of this figure? I think it's really fun and it has quite a lot of engineering surprises in there. The way everything folds together quite compactly, it's really cool to see. And I do believe last year he was reissued with Concept Art Sunstreaker and Gamer Edition Sideswipe. So if you can still find him, I would recommend you pick him up. And if you can find him on clearance or sale, even better. I probably wouldn't recommend buying a whole army of them unless you see him on like a really, really deep discount, even though there was tons in the movie. But he's just a good figure to have if you are completing your 86 collection. If you like this review, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment what figure you want me to review next. Peace.